Seats available up top, still got plenty of blue space available right down here. Yeah, the world is your oyster. That's right, everyone. Fish puns. I do them on purpose. I'm so lonely. All right, looks like we're all getting settled in. Quick survey, everyone. How many of you have never been to Turtle Talk before? Go and raise your hands. Okay, we got quite a few out there. How many of you, is this your first time to Turtle Talk? Go and raise your hands. It should be the same group, but it's not. That's weird, okay? Well, good afternoon, everyone. How's everyone doing this afternoon? Terrific. My name is Carlos, and I'm a researcher for the Marine Life Institute of Southern California. Now here, we like to practice 3 R's. That's rescue, rehabilitate, and release. But we're also practicing that 4th R, which is research. That's why our scientists have built this window to the Pacific. Can I get an ooh? Now what comes after ooh? And what comes after ah? Sure, we'll go with that. And right up here, we like to call that our hydrophone. Now, it is kind of like my microphone, but it can actually go in the water, and we can hear all the different chit-chat from different sea creatures. In fact, today, we have a very special sea creature joining us. Can anyone guess who it is? Go and shout out his name. That's right, Crush the sea turtle will be coming down, and he wants to know more about the human world. So he might ask you some questions, and in turn, you might get a chance to ask Crush questions back. Now, does anyone have a question ready for Crush? Go and raise your hands. Okay, got some down here in the seats too, nice. Yeah, and I mean you can ask him anything you want. You can ask him what's his favorite color, what's his shell made out of, what's his perfect day look like, did he go see the live action remake of Snow White? Trick question, no one did. You can ask, ooh, too soon, yeah, you can ask him anything at all. Now, if by any chance during our conversation you need to exit out early for any reason at all, that is perfectly fine. You're gonna exit out one of these 3 doors on this side and this side only. We have our wonderful usher in the back, Tracy, who we're more than happy to assist you. Everyone, please turn around and give Tracy a big tidal wave. Hi, Tracy. Tracy will help you out in any way, shape, or form if you need it. Also, the lights will be dimming down, so please remain seated where you're at. And again, if you are on the seafloor, make sure you stay inside that solid blue area and not in those wavy, stripy parts. Yeah, those wavy, stripy areas, we like to call that a fire hazard. Because if I step on you, I get fired, and I consider that a hazard. So yeah, make sure you're only inside that solid blue. Now this next part we'll call the moonfish. So come on out, boys, and please help me tell everyone to put away their food, seal away those drinks, refrain from smoking, and pictures are allowed. Just make sure you turn off the light and the flash. With the flash, everyone get a round of applause for the moonfish. All right, now Crush is swimming around. He said when you're ready to go to shout out his name. So on the count of 3, we're gonna shout out, hey Crush. 1, 2, 3.
Hey Crush!
Righteous! 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 Yeah! Scope out the double spinning intro by the turtle. John. Oh, check it out. Hey, we've got some humans out the human tank. Hello, human dudes. I said hello, human dudes. Oh, is that Carlos right over there?
Sure is, Crush Man.
Oh, man. Hey, I totally want to make contact. There's this dude right over here, top corner, right by the aisle, dude. She's got a white short sleevey shell. Hi. What's your name, dude? Oh, nice to meet you. Hey, later, dude, I'm gonna give you a turtle name, okay? I'm gonna call you Longboard later. Hey, now that you've got a turtle name, do you know how to talk like a turtle?
No.
Oh, no worries, dude. I'll totally teach you how. Can you say totally?
Totally.
Yeah, that's good. Okay, now say sweet.
Sweet.
Dude, it's like I'm talking to a turtle. Put both of those words together and say totally sweet.
Totally sweet.
Yeah, you did it, Rock on, dude! Dude, you're totally talking like a turtle. Bro, you're like, bilingual. Oh, hey, dude, I can't help but notice you got this blue-green round thingy pinned to your shell right there. Oh, what is that, dude? The thing is... It says happy. Wait, is today your hatch day, dude? Oh, excellent! Happy hatch day, dude! That's totally sweet. Are you having the most excellent hatch day today? The suspense was killing me, dude. Well, would it be okay if I sang you the Turtle Hatch Day song and say chaw? I'll accept that as a chaw. Is there anybody else out there with a hatch day today? Totally raise your fists, dude.
Sorry.
All right, this goes out to all the hatch day human dudes.
Raise your hands.
Dude, 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 dude. I'm so glad that you hatched. Everybody! Dude, 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 dude. That part yet. And whenever a sea turtle says, "You so totally rock," you respond, "Dude!" really loud. So, you so totally rock. Most excellent. Okay, on to Squirt's question. Numero uno. Squirt wants to know if any of you humans out there like to swim like us turtles. Oh, who likes to swim? Raise your fin if you know how to swim. Okay. Oh, okay. We're gonna get right over here. There's this dude, first row, first noggin, man. He looks like a primo swimmer.
You got it.
Hey, what's your name, man?
Zach.
Oh, nice to meet you, Zuma Zach. Hey, bro, you should have seen your face when I picked on you, man. You were all like, dude, are you like totally freaking out right now?
No.
Okay, good. Yeah, don't be afraid. Okay, come in peace, bro. Hey, Zach, dude, where do you come from? Like, where do you live?
Central Oregon.
Oh, cool, dude. Hey, like, what do you do for fun over in the Central Oregon?
Hang in the woods.
Like, for fun?
Yeah.
And like, when you're in the woods, like, what do you do there?
Stuff that I could die from.
On purpose?
Yeah.
In fact, we might need to have a talk, man. Have you considered, like, something else? Less potentially fatal to your health or something?
No.
Yeah, try that, man. Yeah, dude, I'm all about, like, swimming and surfing down here, dude. Hey, humans, you want to see how fast the Crush Man can swim? Say chaw. Chaw. Oh, you so totally rock! Yeah. All right, kids, I'm totally gonna get my motor running. I want you kids to check this out. I'm gonna break a turtle speed record. Oh, here I come! Right, check! Oh!
Hey, Crush, watch out for the glass.
Oh, yeah, thanks, Hank. Hey, where'd he go? Hey, you saw that, right? Dude, that is totally messing with my noggin, man. Hey, humans, I'm totally doing like all the talking. Hey, did any of you humans have any questions for me? Totally raise your fists. I like talking to everybody, even you adults too. Oh man, let's get right here. You just totally like top metal, little grommet. She's got like a dark short sleevey shell
You got
on. Oh, hi. What's your name, dude?
Avery.
Ah, nice to meet you, Avery. Hey, what's your question, dude?
Who's your best friend in the sea?
Oh, that'd have to be my buddy Marlin. I call him the Jelly Man because there was this one time when he totally took on the jellies and he won, dude. It was totally sweet. Oh, hey, what's up, Jelly Dude?
Oh, Crush, I'm trying to get away from a turtle pile.
Oh, dude, you want to get into a turtle pile. Everybody, shout out Turtle Pile!
No, please, I just
Okay. Serve some on the EAC,
Thanks a lot, Crush.
for what, Jelly Man?
The turtle pile?
Oh, everybody say it again! And good luck feeding the fishes! Hey, who else has got a question for me? Totally raise those fish.
What's your show made of?
Hey, Carlos, dude, let's go on that same side. First row, third noggin, dude. Oh, hi. What's your name?
Avery.
Do you know the other Avery, like right down over there?
I don't know her personally. I know her name's Avery.
Yeah. You should like start a club or something. Is there a convention in town that I'm not aware of? I'll just call you Avery 2, Electric Boogaloo. What was your question, dude?
So I was here earlier today and I heard you had 65 kids. So how many of them can you name?
I mean, all of them. I mean, there's Squirt, he's my youngest. Then there's Sheldon, Shelby, Michelle, Herschel, Michelle, Rochelle, Trishelle, Lishelle, Shellala Ding Dong. There's John, Paul, George, and Ringo. Michael, Janet, Jermaine, Tito, Latoya. I've got my twins, Bill and Ted. I've got my other twins, Cheech and Sean. I've got my triplets, Mary Kate and Ashley. Let's see, there's Crush Jr., Crush Jr., Crush Jr. There's like 35 Crush Juniors, all the way up to my oldest son, Keanu. That dude is like 50 and he still lives at home. We're working on it, man. And thanks for the question, Avery, dude. You sound totally rock! Yeah! Oh, hey, who else has got a question for me? Totally raise those fists. Ah, okay. Oh, dude, let's go right over here. Who's this dude, like top corner by the aisle wearing a dark short sleevey shell? Hey, what's your name, Broham?
Everett.
Oh, dude, epic Everett. What's your question, bro?
How did you get your kids?
I went into the woods in Oregon. I'm just messing with you, bro. The mama sea turtles, dude, like when they're ready to lay the eggs, they totally swim up on the same beach that they were hatched on, dude. And like they totally can lay up to like 100 eggs at a time. They're totally very little dudes. And then 2 minutes later, choo, they find their way back to the big old pool. Oh, but dudes, this is the really cool part right here. If she buries the eggs in the cold sand, they totally hatch all boys. But if she buries the eggs in the warmer sand, they totally hatch all girls. That's why we say dudes are totally cool and chicks are totally hot. It's totally true, dude. And you could look it up. Hey, Everett, dude, you seem pretty smart, bro. Maybe you can help me out with something. I found this thingy kind of like floating around the other day. I don't know what this is, but hey, do you know what this thing is, dude?
It's something.
Okay. Any idea what I might be able to use it for?
Your face.
Oh, am I not wearing this one right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, I got one more question. Does this make my hips look big? Oh, my shell protects me from many things. Hurt feelings is not one of them. Put this back right now. Hey, thanks for your help, man. Hey, human dudes, I'm totally like soaking up some Mondo knowledge, dude. Huh? Oh, dude, it's Bailey! Hey, humans, let's call him out. Everybody go!
Hey!
Hey, what's up, Bailey, dude?
Oh my goodness, funny looking humans, huh?
Huh? Oh, Bailey, they can totally hear you, bro.
No, they can't. Watch this. Hi, humans.
See?
Oh, okay. Why didn't you tell me?
Well, I was, but then you were all like...
Wait. Ooh, I'm getting something.
Oh, is it another kid named Avery?
Wow. Every human in the seats has a shiny rectangle that lights up. That's weird.
Yeah.
Later, Crush.
Later, Bailey! Oh, hey, humans! Bailey was working on his echolocation.
EAC!
Oh.
EAC!
Hey, Squirt Dude!
Dad, come on! Time to ride the EAC, dude!
Curl away, my son! Oh, hey, humans, familiar calls. Hey, I totally got a jet, but before I go, let me leave you all with this. Human dudes, be excellent to each other. And party on, dudes! Alright, I'll catch you later! Remember, you so totally rock!
Dude! Give a round of applause for Crush, everyone. Bye, Crush. All right, folks, the exit doors are now open. Thank you so much for joining us, and enjoy the rest of your afternoon here at Disney California Adventure. Bye, everyone. Bye. Thanks for coming. Have fun out there. Make new memories. And always remember what Tori says, because she doesn't. See you later, everyone. Check out the Animation Academy across the way. You can learn to draw a real Disney character by a real Disney artist. Yeah, none of those fake characters like Ricky Rouse or Donald Duck, the real ones. See you later, everyone. Catch you later. There will be have fun out there. Never forget that fish are fresh.
Porter just told me that babies come because they roll around in sand.
Kids are breaking to do it. Conrad. Do the animation.
We could just walk to Disneyland and just like go on East.
Yeah, they do.
If you want to do it, you gotta go sit in the front for the most part. No, she is.
Those are all the concept arts from the
come right in.
On either side, all the way up to the front.
Did you get me one, Harper? Yeah. 150 is the reservation.
We're here ready for Animation Academy. We're online.
What? Yeah, it was just the TV, and there was someone behind them talking.
Go all the way up to the front there, guys, along either side, all the way up to the front. Thanks.
Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to Animation Academy. The next we'll be heading inside the classroom. We have a space available for the whole class. So make sure you use your all the space in front of you. Outside the side, right up to that. If you're going to stay behind, you stay behind, and he's going to come to the north of the
stairs can be kind of treacherous. Please be careful as you walk down them. Go ahead and scoot all the way down to the last available board in the row. That way everybody else can get a spot after you. The rows are super narrow. It's really hard to climb past them. Come on down. Go ahead and scoot all the way to the end here, please. All the way to the end. Lots of space right here in yellow. Tons of space. Just scoot one more board. We are so close. Just one more. Go all the way to the end, everyone. All the way to the last available board at the end of the row. It's okay to sit next to strangers at Disneyland, probably. We still have room for 3 right here in the front row. Anybody? Bueller? Alright, well, welcome everyone to the Animation Academy. How are we doing today? Good, yeah? Awesome, alright. Well, my name is Andrew and I'll be your artist today. I'm going to teach you how to draw a really awesome character. Before we get into it though, up at the top we have Manny. He's another amazing artist of ours and our TA for this class. If your pencil breaks or you need help with something, just go ahead and raise your hands. We'll get to you. If you need to leave for any reason, all Manny is up there to show us. Our exit doors are the same 3 we came in through. Only those 3. Any one of them, give a good push. Let's take you out of here. Now, we are rough sketching in here, which is all about using very light lines. We do this because we don't have erasers on our pencils. Rather than erase mistakes, start lightly with your lines. Oh my, excuse me. And if you do make a mistake, totally okay. Leave it light and add some new lines, and we'll only darken in the good stuff. Make that stand out. That will be our final sketch, and everything else just fades away into the background. So mistakes will just kind of disappear. Let's go ahead and get started here, though. We are going to be drawing a very outgoing character who thinks the stars are fish in a sky ocean. Anybody know who I'm talking about? Alberto, yeah, absolutely. So let's go ahead. We're going to go ahead and start with his basic shapes. For his head, we want to draw a circle, and it's actually going to be 2 of them. They're going to build on top of each other, like we're making a snowman. So the first one, go ahead and find, I'd say about the middle of your page. We're going to place this circle right on top of it. It's going to go around and around and around, really building up this circle. It's okay, you don't start with a good shape. Circles are hard. It's okay. I'm going to bring a line right through the middle of this. We're going to divide that circle in half, extend up a little ways, extend it down a lot of ways. And then I'm going to add in that other circle. This one's going to be a little bit larger, and it extends through that first one a bit. So they are going to be connected there. This is going to give him that longer head shape that we want. Now that we have that, let's go ahead and add in 2 lines going across. Our first one is just going to go right inside this little section where our circles connect. And then our second one is going to go about halfway down the bottom circle. There we are. We have everything we need to go ahead and build up our Alberto. So let's start off on our top circle here. We're going to pull down some diagonal lines to our bottom circle, create more of that head shape for him. And I'm going to move to the very bottom here. Let's add in his neck and a little bit of his shoulders. You can do this with 2 little lines. He has a fairly small neck. And then the shoulders, I just like to lightly pull across a hill. So building that in there. And of course, we're only going to darken in what is outside of those necklines. But first, let's add in a little bit of his outfit. Now, we are actually drawing him in his sea monster form, but even if he's in his sea monster or his human form, either way, he still loves to wear this tank top. So we're just adding in a letter U and 2 little lines pretty much straight down for that. Now let's go ahead and do what I was talking about. We're going to lock in our lines here, which is going back over them a few more times to make them stand out. This whole bottom section here, we want to keep it We also don't have to change anything with his head shape either, so I'm going to go ahead and keep that as well. Now, Alberto, he is a very fun character. He was designed to be kind of like Enrico Casarosa's best friend, the real Alberto. Both of these people, or the character and the person, are very much alike. Enrico Casarosa, he is the director of Luca, and this was definitely a passion project for him, a personal story as well, because he always had wanted to come to the United States to work in animation. And he lived in I think it's the Italian Riviera, that's where he was from. And him and his best friend, they had dreams of coming here and working in the entertainment industry. But Enrico, like Luca, was very shy, kind of quiet, closed off, very curious about the world, but hesitant to actually go into that world. And if it wasn't for his best friend, Alberto, I'm not sure if he would have made this movie. Now, we've got our head shape here, we've got our shoulders and the neck. Let's go ahead and add in, we're going to work on the outside of his head, and then we'll work on his facial features last. So, for the outside, since he's in a sea monster form, he's not going to have hair, but he's going to have what the animators called paddles. It's going to be these, like, I always think of like scales, or little fin shapes, I guess. But we want to start with two actual fins on the sides of his head here. Where his ears would be, we want to place these. And I'm starting with two diagonal lines, or sideways letter V, on either side. And then we want to add in two more on the inside of this. And these should be, I'd say, just a little bit longer. Now let's go ahead and connect all this up with some C curves. I'm going to add these in between each of these so that we end up with this fin shape. Bless you. There we go. Now I'm going to leave that for now, do all the locking in later on. But right now, let's move to the top and start to add in those paddles. And there's going to be quite a few of them. They still kind of resemble the same hair shape that Alberto has. He has this kind of pompadour look to him. So it's going to be tall on top and a little bit shorter on the sides. I'm going to start by making him look like a flower, as if we're giving him some flower petals on each side of his head. A lot of C curves that we're going to be adding in here for these. These two right here on the directly on the sides are going to be a little bit thinner than these top ones, a bit flatter hill or C curve. And then we want to add in some in the back as well. We're going to have one right here in the middle. And then there's also another one that starts from about halfway up there. It's going to pull over to our little smaller one. So you can add in another C curve there. And then at the very top, I'm going to add in one more nice tall C curve so that he has that very tall hair in a way. As we move to this last one, this one's going to look a little bit different. It's going to start with a C curve, but then we just want to pull a diagonal line down to meet that fin. Go ahead and do this on both sides here. Now, these don't exactly look like paddles in the way that they do in the movie, so let's add in these 3 lines in each of these, and then start locking all of this. And just go ahead and finish that up with all of those, and make sure that we get it all in there. There we are. Now, it's super cool that Enrico Casarosa actually got to make it out here and work in animation, but he actually got the opportunity to continue working with his best friend. The real Alberto, he is a graphic designer, and for the short Ciao Alberto, Enrico Casarosa employed him to make the design, the logo for the short, which I think is super cool that he got to actually entrust that to his friend that he wrote the story about. You know, that's super, super awesome. Now there are some amazing characters in the movie, but Luca and Alberto, they really show who they are, not only in their character designs, but also even in their names. Alberto, his last name is Scorpano, which means scorpion fish, and it's supposed to show that he is very outgoing, very loud. And then Luca, his last name is Paguro, which is, I think that was hermit crab. So really supposed to help show his personality as well, of being kind of closed off, a little bit shy to the world. They even changed things based on how their personality is for their character designs too. One of Luca's biggest design features are his eyes. He has very large eyes to show that he is very curious, especially about the human world. While Alberto here, he has smaller eyes and he has a really big mouth. Definitely to help show us that he is, again, he's very outgoing, but he's also a bit of a loudmouth. He loves to talk. A lot of those different character design things end up in what we're seeing. I think that's super cool that they're able to tell that to us without actually saying it. Now that we've got his paddles in here, we are more than halfway done. We just have those facial features left to go. How are we doing so far? So good. All right. So good. Complete silence for everyone else.
You paid for this one.
Well, why don't we go ahead? We're going to finish this up, and then we'll see how we did at the end. Now, for the facial features, a good starting point is usually going to be the nose. That's a good anchoring point for our other features. So let's add that in. We're going to go right to our eye line here and our center line and add in a hill. I'm going to lock that in. I don't need to change it at all. Let's add in two little nostril lines on the inside, two little dots there. And I'm going to start building up his smile. Now, I like to start this just below the nose with the letter U. And then he has a really big mouth, so we're going to extend over these C curves. They go towards the edges of his head and follow the bottom of the circle here to create the bottom of his mouth. So you can really see it. He definitely has a huge, huge smile. You can adjust this if you want to make it a little bit smaller. Totally fine. I'm going to leave it at that and lock it in.
Yours is looking like a chicken.
Now we also want to see some stuff on the inside of his mouth here. Since he has a big smile, he's going to be showing some teeth. He's going to be showing his tongue. For his teeth, they're very simplified little C curves here, or letter U's. I always think of like we're starting to make an upside down cloud, something like that. But they're just going to go over to the sides of his mouth for the top. And then for the bottom here, we're really just going to see a tiny sliver of his tongue, just a little hill in there. Now last but not least, we're missing his eyes and eyebrows. Super important to understand our character and be able to connect to them, be able to understand what they're feeling. So he has these large circles. They're very close together, right on top of our guideline here. So I'm adding in these circles, and then I'm just going to lock in that full shape. But something I'm going to add to these eyes, or these circles, is a little bit of extra line thickness towards the outside, or the further away in the eye, towards the side of his head. That is going to give him a bit more of a lash line, and since, you know, they are still kind of younger kids, they're still pretty adorable, we want to make that show through here, through the sketch. For his pupils, he has very large pupils, really big circles in here that we want to add. And I'm placing them pretty close to the middle of his face, nice and big. He's going to be looking out here at us. this film, it was pretty cool how they came up with the way that these sea monsters transform. They looked at a ton of different influences, but the main one, the one that they gravitated to most and showed through in the design was actually Mystique from the X-Men. They really loved how when she transforms, it's almost as if her skin flips over. It's like two sides of one coin, and the coin is just flipping over to show us the other side. That's what they kind of went for with our sea monsters in Luca, and I think that's so cool. It's a really interesting way to transform. They actually have, I think it's over 3,400 scales all over their bodies that transform whenever they get wet or dry off. I'm adding in some eyebrows for Alberto up top, just some hills and then some diagonal lines to go ahead and connect it up. But Alberto, he loves to go into the human world all the time. He gets a lot of sun up there, so I'm adding in some freckles to finish up our sketches here. And you can add in some shading on those paddles if you want to. They are darker than his skin complexion. Put that in there. But that right there is the last detail we need for our sketch of Alberto. Maybe a little bit of shading down here on his neck, shoulders. All right, in the end, find a place on your page. And let's have a quick art show. I would love to see how everybody did. Oh, no? No, I still want to see them. I really do. I'm sure you did a lot better than it sounds. On the count of 3, let's turn those boards around. 1, 2, 3. Turn those boards around. And I was absolutely right. These are looking really great. Very tiny but detailed. Well done. Oh, I love the eyes here. Great job on his smile. He's very expressive. Nice line work. We did really good with our proportions on this. I am seeing Alberto in all of these. This is fantastic. Top five we do. Hey, great job. Oh my gosh, that's the tiniest Alberto I've ever seen. Well, give yourselves a big round of applause. You have fantastic class. These sketches are for you to keep. Take them on the boards, take them with you. Have a wonderful rest of your day, everybody. Bye.
A round of applause for Andrew. Yes, for showing us how to draw Alberto. Thank you, Andrew. All right, that is going to do it for our class. Make sure you grab a hold of all of your belongings before you leave. And remember, your exit doors are the same doors you entered in, as we mentioned at the beginning of the class. If you want to come back and draw something else, you can. Our schedule is outside at the bottom of the ramp. Take a look and see who we're drawing. I believe next is going to be Pluto. So if you want to come back and draw Pluto, jump back in line and see us again. If we don't see you, though, you're welcome.